Alright gang, welcome to day 2 of the Undesirables. I'm Sam Clovier and I'm in a tent and it's cold outside, but good news, I survived the night. It wasn't bad at all. It was a little bit cold, but not bad. The sleeping bag definitely passed the test and hopefully we've got a beautiful sunrise outside, so let's have a look, shall we? Alright, so funny scenes this morning. You might wonder why I'm looking like I'm dressed for the Legion or something, but yeah, basically it's super windy, so I've just put all my clothes on, including a hat. It's very, very cold here, so yeah, this is Camp Clovier and there's not much going on except for I got some shorts that are still wet and also a t-shirt that's still wet. And because of that, I'm in rocking the boxers, and yeah, it's an interesting look. But there you go. That didn't do much. But yeah, it's bloody cold and it's so windy. Like, I'm sheltered. We got westerly winds coming through, and I'm nice and sheltered here. But it's still cold, and occasionally we're getting these big gusts come through. But yeah, it's now 8:30 and I think it's time I get breakfast. I'm absolutely starving. All I've had to eat since lunch yesterday, that lobster and urchin, has just been some toothpaste when I brush my teeth, and that's it. So yeah, I've had some water this morning and there's not much else to report on, other than the sea looks quite flat in close, and I'm gonna try and get further out and yeah, I'm gonna go further around this cove and try and see if I can find a nice sheltered spot, and yeah, maybe try some luck for some fish or something. I got this aching pain starting to build in my stomach now, and I definitely want to satisfy that. So yeah, I'm gonna pack up the camp, and hopefully my shorts will be dry enough to put them on, otherwise I might hike in my boxers. And oh look, heron. It's a grey heron. Yeah, so anyways, let's continue on. Take the hat off. Jesus, it's been a rough night. Let's keep that mullet nice and warm, and then the mullet can keep me nice and warm. We're off. Alright gang, just checking in. So what can I say, I got to the point where, like, I've dived before and I know it's a good spot. I want to try and explore some new ground, so tackled this hill, made my way up in some nice bush now, and yeah, it's amazing how tired you get without having any kind of food and just a little bit of water. It's yeah, tiring work for sure. I just feel like I've got no energy, but I've still got a few kilometers to go before I get wet at my intended dive spot that I really want to check out, and then hopefully there it doesn't take me too long to get a fish, cray, like whatever. I'm down for food. I don't care what I get, just food. Probably not a rocktail though, I'm not at that point, but yeah, shit. Right, onwards. It's a good sized tree. The sun is shining. Doesn't look too great for viz, but what a beautiful spot. Check it. To the other side, and then I'm gonna get in. I'm so excited to get wet. Like, I'm always excited to get wet, but this time particularly because yeah, I haven't eaten breakfast and I'm bloody starving, so right, let's get wet, come on. I'm so hungry it hurts, like I'm literally starving here. Completely shielded from those westerlies that are on the news, and they are ferocious. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna work with it and I'm gonna get a feed, and I'm confident about that because I'm not getting out of the water till I get fish, or at least a substantial feed. I'm talking 2 crays here. I'm hungry. So there's been some kangaroos on this beach. This looks like me. I'm gonna get ready just here. Alright, so I'm suited and booted and good to go. Yeah, just funny thinking to myself, putting on a cold, wet 3mm wetsuit. Does anybody else in the south coast wear a cold, wet 3mm wetsuit in the winter? Who knows? Anyways, let's get fed. So, beautiful scenes getting in the water on this dive. Yeah, couldn't ask for anything much better than this. Literally, really nice, easy rock platform to just drop on into some nice weed and just, yeah, gear up. The GoPro was actually starting to play up at this stage, and I'm still not quite sure why, but I look under this rock, which was the first dive that I had down, and actually found a cray. So, absolutely stoked with this. My gun and everything's still in the water, so I'm literally just taking him out and yeah, gonna put him to sleep and then get back in the water and get some fish, because I know that 1 craytail isn't enough. Alright, so suffering the same GoPro dramas as before. I didn't get the black drummer on camera, but best advice for getting things like drummer and wirricod in a situation like this: really put your face into the darkness and shield out some of that light so your eyes can adjust to the dark, and you'll be able to line up a nice shot like this. There's no better feeling than chucking a shot into a cave and just feeling weight on the end of it. You know it's not fighting, it's a stone fish. That fish has gone to sleep. Good night, Mr. Wirricod. Good night. So I decided to have a little dive for some abs, and came across some nice little abs and plenty of urchins, but after exploring this cave I got a sneak peek of some cray feet, so I was like, right, okay, that's it, back on the cray mission. I'll take crays over abalone any day. And yeah, you can see there's a whole heap in here. It would just be a bit awkward and a bit unsafe as a solo diver to really get stuck into this cave. I'd need to take the weight belt off and a few other items to get in there. So not worth the risk. I'll continue looking on. And yeah, sure enough, found even more crays. It's just crays for days, people. Honestly, on this single dive I probably saw at least over 50 crays. Ridiculous. So they're all holed up nice and tight, except for this one poor chap who picked the wrong corner to hold in. Now I'm literally squeezing my head between the crack of the rocks here to reach on down to him, using my fingertips and extending down onto his antlers, and then pull him up. So absolutely stoked with him. And how's this for a trust exercise? Alright, so today's catch, what did we get? We got 2 crays, got a wirricod, and then this poor little sucker, he was not the intended target. It's a black drummer, and I meant to shoot another black drummer in the face, and yeah, this guy got stuck straight through the center, and yeah, feel a bit sorry for him because he's not the intended target. And I know you're thinking that's a lot for one person, but this is my breakfast, lunch and dinner. This is going to be me for the day, so I am absolutely stoked with this. Yeah, the crays I'll have this evening, and I'll get stuck into the fish right about now, and I get to feed, so bear with, and I'll get dry and do some cooking. Alright, so we got our 2 fish. Chuck some fillets into this bowl, then we'll tandaco, and then we'll cook. I wish I had a flat chopping board. There is my filleting job. I even got some scales somehow. I don't know. It's what it is. There's one fillet. I'm not going to bother boring you with the next fillet. Haha! He's going to have a crack at the fish. How cool is he? Hello, mate. So next up, we've got the Wirra cod. And thank you to the Undesirables for teaching me just how yum this fish is. So, yeah. Delicious and meaty, and yeah, very welcome on a hike and spear for sure. I've just filleted the first Wirra cod fillet, and nice and chunky. I am so excited to eat. So excited to eat. Good day diving. This thing's still slimy as hell, which is gross, but you know what? I don't care. I'm hungry. The Sea Eagle has just been dive bombing all the crap that I've been getting rid of. So all the skin and the frame, we're sharing. Probably would have been better filleting this guy on sand. It's so slippy. Oh, so cool. Stole my fish frame. How good is this? I mean, excuse the hair, but shit, it's good. I might move to a different spot because if this place is going to have no sun in about 20 minutes and I want to cook and be warm. So there's our fish fillets. Dun, 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 Tandaco to the rescue. We're just gonna powder those and then put some oil in there, and then yeah, have some fried fish. So we'll just literally just powder this stuff on. So I've just readjusted. I've created a nice little wind barrier, and yeah, this is gonna get smoking hot. Get some fish in there, huh? Yum. This is it. This is what it's about. Hacking spear. I burnt myself with some oil. I picked up a nice big chunk of fish and it dropped and just spat all up my leg. So I've moved myself a bit further back, as I probably should have done to begin with. But how good is this? Like, just look at the meat. Just look at it. That is sensational. I am so hungry and I cannot wait for this to get in my belly and me not be hungry anymore. All right guys, check this. So the first bit of fish is off the oil. 2 fish and 2 lobsters because of this is my lunch. It's 2 p.m. now. I literally haven't eaten in almost 24 hours, so yeah, well deserved. That's sensational. Wow. It just tastes so good. Like, so bloody good. I'm sat here, I've got the ocean in front of me. A couple of sea eagles. Some seagulls being seagulls, but just beautiful. Honestly, it hurt this morning. Hiking with like 30 kilos on your back, and you're hungry and you're depleted of energy, you've got nothing really. I should have grabbed some greens from the sea. I'll do that tomorrow for sure. But I'm so stoked that, yeah, I've got 2 crays there. This fish is definitely going to give me the energy boost that I need to get to the next point that I want to get to for my dive tomorrow morning. And yeah, I just cannot wait. Like, I'll get this inside me, got a couple more hours hiking in front, and then yeah, set up camp and then cook up some crays, and I just am absolutely stoked. I think my leg's going to blister because of the oil burns, but that's all right. It's all part of the adventure, isn't it? How fucking good is this? Just look at this. I've got it to myself. What more could you want? I'm gonna just get stuck into food and eat. So yeah, let me enjoy, people. Holy hell, that was a good meal. I am absolutely full to the brim, and yeah, I'm absolutely stoked. So why have I got my shoes around my neck? It's because the beach that I meant to cross is closed due to the ocean, and probably I'm anticipating water up to my knees, perhaps. I'm not after a whole lot more than water up to my knees, to be honest. Yeah, and hiking barefoot on pebbles, absolutely sucks. So the drone's out of battery, but there's like 8 dolphins just here playing in the surf. That sound pretty much summarizes how I feel. Hello, Mr. Kangaroos. Mama want to show the Joey? How cute is that? Just want to show off your beautiful baby. Huh? I know you think it's all work, 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 hike, 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 dive, 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 but honestly, hike and spear, a lot of it is just this, just chilling, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Yeah, once my feet are a bit drier and everything's hunky-dory, we'll make a move and we'll go to the next spot, which is where we'll set up camp. It's where we'll cook the crays, and it's where we'll dive tomorrow morning. I'm super excited for it. This spot that I dove today, I was like, oh yeah, checked it out on maps, thought that'll be productive, that will definitely hold what I found, and yeah, so that's good. Lovely. So I'm going like 4 bays over. When the marine park ends, I'm setting up camp and we're gonna shoot some fish in the morning. Look how beautiful and green this whole area is. Little oyster catcher, I see you. Oh no, a dangerous tree. Go up. Stairs, stairs, and more stairs. Yay. Oh, no way. An echidna. So I don't want to stress this guy out too much, so I'll be on my way shortly, but this is an echidna. Essentially like an Australian hedgehog, if you will. It's a marsupial, she lays eggs. Very interesting character. Check him out. He rolls up into a little ball when he feels threatened, and those quills, those spines, are his defense. So I'll let him be. So cool to see, just minding his own business. Yeah, awesome. Echidna, ladies and gentlemen, echidna. I tell you what would be really cool to see, like that was really cool to see. I'm not discouraging the echidna, he's a 10 out of 10 in my books, but I would love to see a wombat this close to the coast. It would just be awesome. But oh, you can see this echidna's little route. See that little hole through there? That's obviously part of his circuit. So yeah, funny little creatures. So, that headland is near to where I'm walking to tonight. Yeah, I've got a bit of sunlight left, maybe 45 minutes tops. Let's do some serious hiking. We might even end up hiking in the dark here, but we'll see how we go. Right, let's get to it. Have a look at that viz. Seriously, marine parks, not only do they have more fish, but they've got better viz apparently. And I'll hike all the way to my spot, and I guarantee the viz will be like mud. If it's anything even close to this tomorrow morning, I will be so stoked. Have to dip. Yuck. Oh, dipping with like 30 kilos on your back absolutely sucks. Oh, yucky. Oh my god, look at this. It's a walk crossing and I'm not gonna get wet. What the fuck? Mustn't have known I was coming. Hopefully I can get around this corner. Please be passable. Please. Remember last time when I took the cliff route? I got absolutely smashed by a wave. Moment of truth. Okay, so far so good. This all looks like I'm going to be able to go a bit further around the corner at least. All right, so I've obviously taken the cliff route, and so far so good. It's a bit windy, it's definitely picking up, but fingers crossed, every time I come around one of these corners, the coast continues. Otherwise I'm gonna have to scramble up this bloody thing, which is doable, but I don't want to do it. Seriously, Australia, you're spoiling me. I mean, oh, come on. This is just too bloody good, isn't it? What a day. What an absolute day. Seriously, completely isolated. This is what we do. We chase isolation, get away from everyone. Fuck, this is so good. And to be able to properly appreciate it, amazing. Just look at the waves, like everything. Incredibly grateful to be here. I might even camp on this beach. It's so nice. Just imagine waking up with that sun beaming behind those two. I might do it. I might camp here. Beautiful spot. My feet are a bit tired. Be good to give them a rest for the day. All right, rock on. All right, I declare this spot Camp Clothier. So, just gonna camp here on the dune for the night, and yeah, wake up to a lovely sunset. Again, unfortunately I didn't get as far as I wanted to. It's gone a bit too dark for that, but I'm so excited to cook up these craytails. They're going to be absolutely perfect, and they're going to fill my belly once more. And then, yeah, only a short walk tomorrow, like literally like 2.5 hours, and I'm done. I'm done. So, yeah, I'm still in Marine Park, so unfortunately I have to pack up the tent and move on to dive in the morning, but that's okay. I'm cool with that, you know. This is going to be great. Wow, check the cray's tail flex. So on a 1 to 10, I'm a definite 11 for excited. Check these. They're cooking up nicely. So my theory is, when the whole shell has gone that orangey lobster colour that we all know and love, then they'll be good to go. So yeah. Just need to do one more turn onto their backs, and then that should cook them evenly throughout. And some chili flakes, because we love chili. I haven't got much light, but I'm just thinking we might just take it full savage, eh? What do you reckon? Do you reckon we just get stuck into craytails? I reckon we do. That's exactly what I reckon we do. I hope that that's chili, salt and pepper that I can see and not sand, but we'll find out. That is so good. So apparently now the only way to eat a cray is like a savage. Oh, talk to me. What are you saying? You delicious, delicious creature, you. Oh, look at all of that meat. There's so much of it to be had. That is actually sensational. All I can say is that I feel sorry for my towel. It's gonna have to cope with me wiping my grubby fingers on it, but wow. This is life. I've got another tail to go through. And this is just pure, delicious goodness. What else do you want me to say? I mean, I love what I do. There's a reason why I've targeted crays, not just because it's this time of year, but they just taste so good. Holy hell. This is bloody life. Here's a knife I made earlier. Alright guys, so I've just had my crays, brushed my teeth, ready for bed, and what a day. So what did we do? It was a bit cold when we woke up initially, but yeah, after getting some motivation to get outside and actually enjoy the day, I did, and that was awesome. So if ever you're led in the cold and you're thinking, oh, this is a bit rubbish, blah blah blah, just get out there and yeah, just get stuck into it, and you'll adapt. Like yeah, had lovely walks, some cool kangaroo interactions, got in the water. Visibility had improved definitely since yesterday, and from what I saw this evening, it's improved again, so hopefully tomorrow will be immense viz. Well, like anything over 6 to 8 I'll be absolutely chuffed with. So today was about 6, so that was good. So I don't think I'd been in the water longer than say 5 minutes, and I got that first cray, which was the bigger of the two. So I just, instead of hauling him around, I just got out, chucked him out. Saw some nice, like some really nice moes and stuff. They were good size, but didn't think like taking a moe. Wanted something a bit different, you know. Sure enough, I saw some nice drummer, and there was this really fat drummer that was hid under a ledge. Had him, which was cool. So I was like, sweet, I've got one fish. And I was just swimming around, and I thought to myself, you know what? A cray and a small black drummer aren't gonna cut it for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So I'm just gonna get stuck into it. And then the next big fish that I happened to see was a Wirracod, and remembering back to the undesirables where I tried that fish, I'm not passing that up, especially not on a hike and spear trip. Stoned him, which was pretty good, got him out, and then had a spot of lunch, and that fried fish, oh my god, after not eating and doing all those Ks underfoot with no food, yeah, really appreciated that meal. So it was just amazing, just having the like white-bellied seagull dive around and stuff. Like, it was just epic. Another absolutely epic day. And now I'm super toasty. I'm gonna whack the t-shirt and everything off, and yeah, I'll see you guys for day 3. Day 2, absolute banger. Like, yeah, what a day. This is life. Cool, catch ya. Okay, so just pure crayfish meat, salt, pepper and some chili flakes. The hell was that thing?